This
Call
conference
this
will now
meeting
be
of-
recorded.
Call this meeting of the Montezuma Regional Planning Commission for September 3rd, 2020 to order. It's been a while since I did this. I guess the only thing, we do not have to do the, go around the board introducing ourselves, right?
Yes.
We used to do that at the beginning.
Yes.
So if not, then I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes from August 6th. Oh, looks like Guy's getting here.
He is. He is getting online. He probably just had a glitch. For Linda to help her out, I think what we should do, John, is while Guy gets on, I think I can see Guy now, is Linda, why don't you take a roll by looking at, can you see everybody's cameras? Alan Pease is here and so on. Can you see everyone? Can you do it by looking at the video?
I think so, yes. Okay. So yeah, I'll take the roll. So Alan Pease.
Here.
John Telepsiak.
Here.
Rick Ward.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know the gentleman's name next to Rick Ward with a beard.
Is that me?
Yes.
I'm Matthew Brenner.
Hi, Matthew.
Hello.
Russell Wilston.
I'm here.
Okay. Roger Hoyt.
What was that?
That's, yep. Barbara Yoakum.
I'm here.
Sean Copeland.
I'm here.
Bob Swartz. Bob is here. And Guy Corbacero.
Present.
Russ, I'm sorry, Russ, I don't recall your last name.
Russell Burke.
Burke.
I'm here.
Okay, and the staff present are me, Linda Parmenter, Jason Stanton, George Cahaley, Glenn Eaton, Linda Quinlivan, John Hume, Holly Ford. Do I have everybody?
It looks
I
at.
believe you do.
Yes.
Okay.
We asked John to step in until Guy got on. Guy, are you all set now, sir?
I'm all set. Took me a minute here with my connection. Hopefully I'll stay with you.
All right, well, take it away then.
Okay, very good. I guess you open it.
I asked for a motion for approval of the minutes and that's where we are. I haven't gotten one yet.
Excellent.
Okay, very good. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes? Please state your name.
Alan Pease, so moved to approve the minutes of August 6th.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Let me get over here and I'll do the roll call. Unless, okay, very good. Alan Pease.
Aye.
Matthew Brenner.
Aye.
Okay, Russell Wilson.
I'm here.
Okay, aye on the minutes, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aye, sorry.
No problem. Roger Hoyt. Yes. Barbara Yoakum.
Aye.
Sean Copeland.
Aye.
Bob Schwartz.
Aye.
Russell Burke. Aye. John Telepiak. John? Okay, there you go. See him shaking his head. So we got, I think we got everybody. Okay, next item is cash schedule, and you're up, Roger.
Did you miss Rick Ward?
Actually, he can't vote because it's an alternate.
Okay, I feel like I do this at every
Yeah.
meeting, but I just was going through the list. Okay, thank you.
Okay, very good. Next item on the agenda is the cash schedule, and Roger Hoyt will be presenting that, or are you going to present it, Alan? Oh, Alan, you're not secretary anymore.
No,
Sorry.
well, I'll do it, Guy. I'm all set here. I'll read off highlighted items.
I already went through that with you earlier. Thank you.
Okay, total of the opening balances on July 31st. $355,349.46. Total receipts, $115,060.13. Total cash on hand before this warrant, $470,409.59. Less amount of this warrant, all cash disbursements, $127,015.08. Balance after this warrant, $343,394.51. And on deposit as of August 31st, $343,394.51.
Okay, thank you, Roger. Do we have any questions on this?
Alan Pease here. Just one question on the EPA income account. It goes up about $10,000 over the period. The question is, the cash receipts, which one or ones is going into the EPA income account?
I could not, you're breaking up on my side. What was that question, Alan?
Okay, again, Alan Pease. The EPA income account increases by about $10,000 over the period of the cash schedule. I'm just wondering which of the cash receipts is going into that account.
Could you answer that, Glenn?
I'll try to. I have to defer to you. I don't know. I'm guessing there were multiple payments that he pays about, I think his monthly fee was $3,400. I'm going to need some help from Linda Quinlivan and Linda Palmer. There were $10,000.
Glenn, I can't hear it, what anybody's saying. I can just see. Anyway, I can't even understand what the question is.
Yeah, there's a tremendous amount of feedback coming from Glenn.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Okay, Alan, could you type your question in the text?
Actually, Glenn, we could hear you clearly now.
Yeah, that's not my feedback. If Alan could type his question, we're getting feedback through Alan.
If anybody's not in the process of speaking, could you please just mute yourself? So that way we limit the amount of feedback that we're getting.
This conference will now be recorded.
Well, this is fun.
I see Alan typing his question, so this is a good thing.
Okay, so I'm just, okay.
I can hear you fine, Jason.
I got a brand new laptop thanks to the MRPC.
So, there, I can't really actually see the cash schedule right now, but there was an error, Alan. The 9,000 the assessments that were $9,413 were mistakenly deposited into the EPA account. That's why it rose, but it's not actually their income. So I transferred the money, but it didn't happen until September 1st. So it says is that what you're asking, is why is the EPA account up, but there's no deposit into it? Is that what you're asking?
That's correct, and it sounded like you answered it.
So yeah, we grabbed the wrong deposit slip, but it was transferred back out. Sorry about that.
Okay, very good. If any other questions or comments? If not, I will entertain a motion to accept the cash balance, cash schedule as printed with subject to audit. I have a motion.
So moved.
Alan Pease, second,
I'll second.
and that would be
Russell Burke.
Russell Burke. Okay, very good. I will call the roll. Alan Pease.
Aye.
Matthew Brenner.
Aye.
Okay, very good. Russell Wilson. Roger Hoyt.
Aye.
Barbara Yocum.
Aye.
Don Copeland.
Aye.
Bob Schwartz.
Aye.
Russell Burke.
Aye.
John Telepiak.
Aye.
And the chair, Guy Corbacero, votes aye. So it is accepted subject to audit. Okay, next item on the agenda is we move to administrative matters. Glenn Eaton, I guess you're up on this?
Yes, sir. I can do 4.1 pretty quickly. Basically, the status of the office hasn't changed as far as it being closed to the general public under the current state of emergency. Staff continue to remote in. Half the staff can come on Mondays and Thursdays. The other half can come on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Staff can stay home in case they feel unsafe. So that's we're pretty much status quo on that. I don't know if there are any questions on that. If not, I can move to 4.2. 4.2 concerns this issue's been going on. I want to say 5 years or more. I don't recall exactly. Long story short, is that the Mass Board of Retirement was audited back, I think, in fiscal 13. It started sending invoices to at least 7 of the RPAs for the cost of retirees, the people that retire from the regional planning agencies in Massachusetts, the ones that were not included through special legislation to be included in the state retirement fund that is basically appropriated every year. So about a year ago, Mass Board of Retirement, I think they weren't feeling like they were getting anywhere with about 55 entities, at least the regional planning agencies and some others. So Mass Board of Retirement filed House 48. It filed it, I believe, last summer. It's basically it's a proposal to the House to create an act that both the House and the Senate would have to agree on, and the governor would have to sign to force the RPAs to basically pay the bill that's been paid by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Funds have been raised and appropriated by the legislature for more than 50 years, maybe 60. The recently about on or about August 7th, MRB issued invoices. August 7th to August 10th, it issued invoices to RPAs in that COG. Our invoice was for over $1 million. I put in there was $1,048,092.54, and we don't have that kind of money, especially when you have a budget of about 1.6 to 1.8 million annually. Since H48 was filed by the MBR last year, the Mass Association of Regional Planning Agencies, all 13 of us have been working on this in an attempt to resolve this matter. That doesn't mean we have to write a check and go from solvency to insolvency overnight. none of the agencies can afford to pay the $500,000 to the $1 million plus that we all received in invoices. We'd go out of business in a heartbeat. At every stage, I keep a key senator for our legislative district involved, and that's Senator Ian Goby. And I won't paraphrase or state what she has said specifically about this, but she's not happy about this, and she's going to do everything she can on the Senate side to make sure that this doesn't proceed. It's just basically a quick update. It's basically you know, they rattle a saber, they parry, we thrust, they parry, and so on and so forth. So that's the status as of today. I didn't know if anybody had any questions, but it's basically an informational report for all. I don't see.
Okay, any questions?
Go ahead.
Okay. If you want to move on to other administrative matters?
Sure, I can hit 4.3. Well, I can hit the next one, which I probably did out of order. 4.3.1. I apologize if the numbering is wrong. Basically, the gist of this is to bring on some horsepower, to hire some people to help us get through and deliver services. I should say that our new services that have come to us from the newly awarded CARES Act fund through the Federal Economic Development Administration. Basically, the EDA received money to dole out to economic development districts, the federal EDDs. MRPC was designated as a federal economic development district in 2003. We basically have the opportunity here. We have a scope of services, and we've started interviewing, and at least in the case of hiring the economic development manager, we've completed the interviewing process. We'd like to offer a job to a gentleman by the name of Christopher McDermott. If you know the North Central Chamber of Commerce at all, you know Chris is on that payroll at this moment. He's a great catch for us. You can see in there, we propose a salary of $59 and change. Funds would be paid 100% for this grant. I did put in here some key words under 4.3.1 that I have some indent. 1A1, that's about Mr. McDermott. This is a 2-year position funded from this $400,000 grant that is from this past July 1 of 20 through June 30 of 2022. It's very clear that to Chris and us that this is a 2-year position. If he doesn't bring in revenue, then this position goes away. Tied to this grant, in addition to the full-time economic development manager, is an economic development part-time temporary intern. And basically, we have received resumes. We have to initiate the interviewing process and land on a candidate. The salary is in there, or the hourly rate, I apologize, is in there at $13 an hour. If this intern position, the intern position is actually funded over the whole 24 months of the grant for the dates I just indicated about 60 seconds ago. But this particular person would be engaged for a period of under 6 months as a temporary part-time position, no benefits, no more than 18 hours a week. The funding would continue, so if we still have a need of an intern, we'd have to re-advertise and rehire. The third and final position is not related to the Economic Development Administration new $400,000 grant. I'll just summarize the third part by saying that we need a regional planner level on a part-time basis to help out in the Department of Planning and Development. That's John Hume's area. We have a great need to finish up some district local technical assistance, or DLTA projects. We'd be talking about advertising for a temporary part-time person that would go away either at the end of December 31 or into January, depends on when the person's hired, but certainly under 6 months. No benefits, again, part-time, temporary. Primarily, we need some horsepower to finish a bunch of projects. I would close by saying we're the victims of our success. So I will oversimplify by saying in the transportation world for Brad Harris, he has about $650,000 to administer with 4 full-time people. John Hume has the lucky, or maybe unlucky John, I'm not sure, but John's got about $800,000 to $850,000 to administer this year with only 3 people. So we're talking about basically, we have this much money and this many people. We're trying to bring the human resources up to the level of the dollars that we have to deliver the services. That's the gist of this report. The resolution is respectfully requesting that the commissioners vote in favor of our hiring of the ED manager, and then the part-time economic development intern, and then a part-time temporary regional planner as described above. And I'd love to have questions if there are any. I hope I described this as comprehensively as I could in the time that we have this evening.
I guess not hearing any questions. Do we have anyone to move the resolution?
I'll move that we resolve that the Massachusetts Regional Planning Commission votes in favor of the hiring of the Economic Development Manager, part-time temporary economic development intern, and part-time temporary regional planner as described in the report of the executive director.
Thank you, Russell. Do I get a second?
Bob Swartz, second.
Okay, very good. Any more discussion on this? Okay, I'll call the resolution, call the vote. Let's start with Alan Pease again.
Aye.
Matthew Brenner.
Aye.
Russell Wilson.
Aye.
Roger Hoyt.
Aye.
Barbara Yocum.
Aye.
John Copeland.
Aye.
Bob Schwartz.
Aye.
Russell Burke.
Aye.
John Telepiak.
Aye.
And the chair, Guy Corpusero, votes aye. So that is passed unanimously. Now you have 4.3.2, Glenn. Would you like to speak to that, Glenn?
Yes, I made the fatal mistake. I was muted. I'm so sorry. 4.3.2 is just a quick update for the Attorney General grant that I wrote and we were awarded around June 12th for a small business assistance program. You'll see marketing literature that'll go out either tomorrow or as late as Tuesday. We have to expend $25,000 and give $1,000 grants out to people by 9/30 of 2020, basically the end of this month. That's not going to be a problem. I just have to finish the literature pulling it together. That's just a quick update. It goes along with 4.3.3. They're related grants. There's a $296,100 grant that I wrote. We got awarded for the towns of, you'll see them there, Shirley, Lunenburg, Royalston, Townsend, and Westminster. Basically what's going on there is it's another grant program to do two things. One is to provide direct grants up to $10,000 to businesses negatively impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic economic conditions, and also provide some food bank assistance to 3 of those 5 communities. I believe that is Shirley and Lunenburg, Shirley, Townsend, and Westminster.
Glenn, excuse me, this is Barbara Yocum. Why is Shirley called lead community?
So Barbara, when you have a grant proposal, a grant award that goes to multiple communities, 2 or more, one of the communities has to be the lead community. That community, Shirley in this case, has more CDBG management experience with the MRPC than the other communities. So the Department of Housing and Community Development that provides the awards and the oversight for CDBG funds needs a lead community to contract with and to flow all the funds through, basically. So the money will go to through the Shirley warrant system to MRPC to manage the funds to get them out to businesses and then the food banks. The lead community nomenclature that name is a DHCD creation, and that's why it's called the lead community.
Understood. Thank you.
Okay, if we hear no questions, 4.3.4, Glenn.
Sure. These are just, again, some updates because of the work that we're all doing. I did plant the seed that I want to do some strategic planning. This is a good time to do it. It's always a good time to do it, but especially now with the worldwide issue and the state of emergency and the way we're operating today, that basically I had recommended that MRPC and MEC go through a strategic planning process. This basically says that can we start this in earnest on December 5th? That would allow us time to get through some of these business grant awards, do some of that admin, and then also I can have the annual board meeting with MEC Board of Directors by the end of this month. That's required by the MEC's bylaws, and then bring that information to the table for December 5th. Later on, you'll see in 4.3.5 a budget update and then the compensation plan, basically proposing to address those issues on the October and November meetings. So if we can address those issues October, November, then we can start some strategic planning on December 5th. These go together, 4.3.4, and then 0.5, and then 0.6. They go together as far as scheduling, and I just wanted to package them for the informational update this evening. And that's it.
Okay, that covers all you have for us tonight, Glenn?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Yes.
Does that mean there's a,
Any questions? Who was that
yes,
speaking?
do we have a date for the Board of Directors meeting for MEC?
No, we don't, John. I'm going to have to push that out tomorrow and ask people. I'll do a doodle poll or something and provide some dates and ask people what works for them. I would propose that it be held virtually, given the circumstances.
Sure.
Any other questions for Glenn? I guess if no other questions, we'll move on to the status reports. As we usually do, I'll go through, read all the headings. If anybody wants to stop, discuss anything on any of the subjects, please stop me. I know there's a lag there, so I might get past you, but just speak right up. Okay, Section 5, status reports. Geographic Information System. GIS Mr. Mapper and Mobile Apps General. GIS Community Related. GIS Comprehensive Planning Related. GIS Transportation Related. Planning and Development section, Comprehensive Planning Division, Federal Economic Development Administration, EDA. Federal Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, Montechusett Regional Brownfields Assessment Program. Massachusetts Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs. Then we go on to District Local Technical Assistance, DLTA, listing all the projects that MRPC staff is working on. Goes for 2 pages. Actually almost 3 pages. Then we go down to Massachusetts Department of Energy and Resources. Now, actually, I just want to go back for 1 second. John Hume.
Yes.
John, are you there?
I am.
So all the money is given out now? Because I know.
Yes, it is.
Okay, very good.
Yep, and we certainly do have our hands full, as you can see by the agenda items.
Okay, great. Thank you, John. Then we're on to Massachusetts Department of Energy and Resources. And then it's nothing there. ADA, ADA, Self-Evaluation and Transportation Plan. Another one of John's projects. Then we have Health Aging Tufts Momentum Fund. Health Aging Tufts Fund. These are all different awards. Massachusetts Department of Transportation, MassDOT, More Rides Planning Project. Massachusetts Department of Transportation, MassDOT, Winchendon Volunteer Drive Planning Project. Then Mass Department of Energy Resources, DOER, Affordable Access Regional Coordination, AARC. That's Chapman's department. Then we go on to Community Development Division, Massachusetts Enterprise Center. No comments there, just a heading. Then we go into transit and listing the different projects that the staff is working on. That's a full page. That's, as everybody knows, that's George Cahale's department. So then we move on to transportation. And this lists all the projects that MRPC staff is working on. Again, 2.5 pages of different projects. Don't think I'm missing a heading here, but data collection, pavement management systems, climate change programs, regional bike pedaling, local ADA transit. Getting near the end, so I'm filling in. And that brings us to the end. Do we have any questions, comments, anything? Any comments, Glenn, or anything? Because our next item is adjournment.
No, sir, I'm all set. Thank you. Or unless any of the staff has anything else or commissioners have questions. Thank you.
Okay, normally I have the MJTC and the other meetings listed, but they're not on there tonight. But they're both happening. MPO and MJTC are happening this month, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't it? Well, never mind, Jason. Okay, if
yes,
yes,
they are happening. Next week on the 9th, Wednesday, we have the MJTC at 2:30.
At 2:30.
2:30 afternoon. Then
Okay. That's
yes.
George speaking, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, George.
Yes.
Wednesday at 2:30. Any other comments? If not, following Robert's rules for small meetings, I will adjourn this meeting at 7:38. Actually, we're almost 45 minutes ahead of time. So, meeting adjourned at 7:38, and thank you everyone for attending.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.